Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome. My name, of course, is a bit of Potato, and here we check out the latest and the greatest strategy games each and every day of the week. Today we're checking out Complex Sky, which is a very futuristic, interesting city builder. Let's jump into things and see what we have got in store for us today. This game is kind of wild. First of all, in its presentation, also in the way that it plays, and also the way that it kind of looks. It's a really cool and really interesting game. So, the premise is apparently that down below there, miles and miles and down on the surface of the planet, it's ravaged by pollution, and so therefore we need to build a system and an economy in a city in the sky. Complex Sky. There you go. Anyway, yeah, we've got a couple of objectives here. We need to manually mine a few bits of ore, we need to craft some iron plate, and we need to build some apartment blocks. Now, as ever, I'll do my very best to explain what the heck is happening. So, we start with a couple of buildings. The most important building that we have is the hub. This is where everything really happens. This is the big old building in the middle that has a whole bunch of storage for a whole bunch of stuff, which we'll get to in a little bit. I do have my own inventory, my own personal storage, and we can interact with different resources in the world. For example, by mining manually. There we go, queuing up a whole bunch of that limestone. I mean, I don't really know why I want to do that, but we'll queue up some forest, destruction, and then a blue roll forest? No, not really that bothered. Iron ore. What else? What else is there? There's coal as well, somewhere, which I am struggling to find. There we go. Defsinium stone gives coal. Anyway, we can queue this all up. That'll get us a few bits of resource. But anyway, it doesn't particularly matter because now I need to explain what the heck is happening and how the city works. And it really is kind of funky. So we have got what is called support structure, which is made by using, can I even build it now? No, not enough materials. What we need to do is we actually need to manufacture some iron plates, which we can do very, very easily. Manufacture all of that from all of the iron ore that we've got, and we'll craft it slowly but surely, as you can see down in the bottom right-hand corner. And that is going to allow us to build support structures. Now, very simply, support structures are what everything is built on, and it looks it's this cross-grid stuff. It's very sort of simplistic. That's it, and that allows us to build what is called a foundation. The foundation, surprisingly enough, what do we need? Stone slabs. I can craft some stone slabs. It is, funnily enough, made from stone. Let's craft that. It also, by the way, we've got some credits up in the top right-hand corner here. Not particularly relevant at the moment because we've got loads and loads and loads. Same with electricity and water. Also not super relevant at the moment because we haven't used any of them yet. We have an objective up here: manual crafting, build a basic apartment block. We are working towards that. And part of what we need to do is get this foundation down. So, actually, tell you what, we need to do it here because a basic apartment is actually 3 by 3 as opposed to anything else. So, let's get that down. Cool. I have no idea why the noises are so quirky, but we do like a little bit of quirk around here, so that's fine. We've got this foundation now. Now, the foundation is quite an interesting thing. It's heavy for a start, so that is noteworthy. And weight doesn't really matter at this present moment, but it will play a little bit of a part in a bit. But also, we cannot build any utility lines through the foundation. So, let's build this basic apartment block, and you'll be able to see there are 3 big bars sticking out of this building. We have got the gray bar, which needs to be connected to the road, and then we have got a blue bar and a yellow bar. Forgetting the name of the color there, which will need to be connected to the water and the electricity network. Let's get that built. And then we shall see what we've got here. So, we got the basic apartment block. You can see at the moment, though, it is not connected. It is not connected to the electricity or to the water network. However, if we go into utilities, we can see that we've got the opportunity to build an anti-gravity network, which is just a fancy way of saying road, frankly. And then we've also got the water network. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to connect up. That was the wrong one. Doesn't particularly matter, though. We're going to connect up this square to our hub. Now, if we have a little look on the underside, you can actually see the water pipes are there. I'm going to see if I can try and turn down the chattering. There we go. Just turn that down a little bit. So yeah, we've got the water connected, and we will get the electricity connected very, very shortly as well. Look at that. That's looking good. And again, you can see that cable just chilling right under there, which is great. Very, very happy with that. Right, so now that we have completed the main quest, we will click Process. Happy days. You're rewarded with extra building materials, 5 simple control units. Excellent. That just goes into the hub. That's fine with me. What is this? 20 iron plates stored in building grid warehouse. Yeah, so we can do that very, very easily, in fact. Do we have... We've got plenty of iron grid plates on our person. And if we go to the hub, if we go to storage, then all we need to do... boom, is move that across, and then we collect our reward, whatever that may be. It's not very interesting. Cool. Next objective, research City Service 1, build the utility plant, and produce electricity, and fuel it with coal. Yeah, we can do that, and we can do that very, very easily. You can actually see that we are in a little bit of a power and water deficit, actually. The basic apartment block is utilizing water and electricity at the present moment. That is a consideration that we need to give a thought to. Anyway, let us check out the research list. Now, the research list looks a little bit wild, and trust me, it's gonna get a little bit more wild in just a second. How do I show this? I can show all tiers. How do I see the tech tree? There is a tech tree that we can see. Is it? I mean, it doesn't matter, but it would be easier to have a little look at the tech tree. Show only available tech. No, I mean, well, look at this. We can see all the stuff here. Ah, there we go. Tech tree. Yeah. So some of the tech is reasonably straightforward. Other bits of tech we're going to need like multiple sort of prerequisite materials. Some of the stuff is very, very complicated. Some of the some of the stuff that we're going to research, very, very simple. All we need to do is click the research button, boom, and other things we are going to require resources to pay for the research. It's quite literally that simple. So, research, City Service 1, excellent. Build utility plant, cool. Produce electricity, 2,000, and fuel the coal. We can do all of those things. Let us get some foundation down in the first instance. I think we should be able to build it right here. That's good. We'll get the utility plant down. We'll stick it down. Sure, we'll stick it down about there. That seems pretty good to me. Now, let's make sure that everything is connected up. Get water in there, and we need to get electricity in there too. Nice. We're all connected up. Generator needs fuel. That is a-okay with me. What we can do is we can go into our storage. We can say, hey, coal, let's drag that over there. Happy days. And that is immediately going to start utilizing coal, which is great. I am very, very happy about that. And look at that. Boom, we are back in business, baby. That is great news. Generation rate is plus 1,800 per minute. We also, I need to note the fact that pollution is going to be increasing. That's fine. I'm not overly worried about it. It's just gonna happen. Either way, this is looking pretty good. We are going to produce electricity, which is great, and we are also going to fuel it with coal. Now, what I'm probably best doing is just queuing up a little bit more mining over here, just so that we've got a little bit of extra coal. A little bit of extra coal spare, just so that we can throw it into the plant as and when we need it. But on the whole, I'm not really expecting anything too crazy to happen here. It's fine. Now, okay, so far, so good. We're going to be asked to do food next, and I'm going to be quite happy to do food. We'll be able to make that all happen fairly quickly, I would hope. But I would like to get past this current objective first before we move on and we get told what we need to do. Tell you what, I can queue up some more. There you go. Iron ore. That sounds like a good idea. Every time we mine iron, we get iron, and we also get a little bit of stone. And I should also probably queue up a little bit of stone and iron production, just so that I've always got plenty of plates and plenty of stone all chilling. I mean, to be fair, I could just store it all in the hub. There's no reason not to. because it comes out of the same inventory whenever you build anything. So there's not a huge concern of where it's located, but it's fine. Anyway, so that's kind of like the basic building mechanics, the basic utility mechanics. We're going to get into the more complicated transport and automation mechanics very, very shortly. But let's get this all ticked off here. Our next quest is to provide basic food. You're rewarded with extra cryo sleeper to help your city grow. Okay, well, there you go. That's great. Happy days. We need to build a rice farm. We need to produce 50 rice, and we need to consume 50 rice. So all of these mechanics we can do if, in the first instance, we get basic farming. Require materials, dirt. Do I actually have dirt? I do have dirt. I've got 450 dirt in my inventory, which is fine. Let us do that research. We'll immediately unlock it. Happy days, and we will look to see if we can try and get our rice farm down. Where do I want to build this? Maybe over here? Maybe over here. Sure, let's get some support structure. Let's get it zoned right in there. That's cool. And let's get some foundation just about there, and we'll get ourselves a rice farm down right about there. We don't actually need this to be connected to the electricity grid. It's not essential, but it does need to be connected to the water grid, quite understandably. We can have a little look at the rates of water consumption, but first we are going to set what we want to be producing in this rice farm. We are going to pick rice or saplings. Just rice. Just rice. Cool. Yeah, just rice. We'll queue up rice. Happy days. Which is great. Look at that. We're even gonna clear pollution, which is fantastic. We can set up multiple production lines in the rice farm. We can also get multiple rice farms if we particularly want to. I'm not particularly bothered, but that is a-okay. Now, what we can also do is we can talk about the mechanics of transportation. So there is a connection between the hub building and also the rice farm. Now we can set up, I don't believe it's being transported across automatically. No. So we have got a whole bunch of rice that we are producing in this rice farm. We can go to transport. We can click export. We can say, hey, let's export this rice, and we'll export it automatically to the transportation, with the power of transportation, we will transport it to the central hub. And that should mean, if I click on the central hub now, check out storage, look at that, 24 rice. You can see there's a big old arrow telling us that rice is being transported between the rice farm and the central hub, which is pretty darned cool indeed. Now, you know what I hear you saying? Potato, why on earth are the residents of your glorious Sky City not eating rice yet? And I'll tell you why. It's because basically, each and every apartment block, we can set what is called a consumption plan. I know, it's crazy. Anyway, the point is, the consumption plan tells the residents what to eat. And in this case, we want them to eat rice. We want them to eat rice by the boatload. So that's exactly what we're going to do. And it's very, very simple. That should hopefully address the consumption issue. We're automatically importing rice to the apartment block. So we'll see if this, yep, there we go. Look at that. It's ticking up, which is great. Happy days. People are loving it. Can we get people to eat double rice? Sure. Let's try and see if we can get people to eat double rice. We'll make a little bit of money in the process as well, which is kind of nice. That is fine with me. Okay, so that is kind of like the transportation mechanics. That is the eating mechanics. That's kind of cool. We've obviously got the rice production set up now, which is great. Can I maybe do a little bit more mining? Let's do some mining of some iron ore. Do some mining of some forests. Do some mining of... Where is it? Where is it? There we go. Some coal. That's cool. All right, and let's collect on this objective. Hey, look at that. We get some more money, which is grand. Right, what do we got here? Research mining, build a mining facility, build a mining machine, mine 20 iron ore, and mine 20 raw wood. Whoops, we will try and do all of that very, very shortly indeed. I do want to expand my my research, but I also want to expand more generally. Right, where is basic mining? Mining is here. What do we need? what do we need? So we need to get iron processing, which we'll do, and then that's going to immediately lead into mining. Okay, that's actually quite handy because iron processing requires 20 iron ore to unlock. Happy to do that. We'll research it right now. It unlocks a recipe for iron plate in the simple workshop, which is cool. I'm kind of happy to do that. Do I want to unlock mining? I don't actually want to unlock mining quite yet. Let's have a little look at getting the simple workshop down. What do we require? Not much space, actually. Just requires electricity. Sure. Let's get some foundation in here. Let's see if we can at least utilize it. Simple workshop. Obviously, we're going to have to manually supply the iron, at least for now. Let's get the utilities connected up. There we go. Beautiful. Did that go in? It did. Yep. Happy days. And let's go into production. And let's say all of this. We presumably, yeah, do not have the resources that we need to get, which is fine. Let's go in here and we will manually allocate. There we go. The iron resources right over yonder. We'll also click transport iron plate as an export to the hub so that we can utilize all of the iron plates in, you know, whatever. We should also probably set up an import route. Choose an import route, choose iron, that's fine. Now, it is worth noting, by the way, that each and every time we do set up a route and we utilize a route, it does cost money. So it costs credits, which is, I guess, why you're not supposed to be doing it, like, all the time. But, you know, I'm hopeful that we're going to be able to make more than enough credits to cover all of the short change, so to speak. Right, let's get back into the technology menu. Let's get mining. We need 15 iron ore. 15 iron ore and 15 copper plate. Do I actually have the ability to make copper plate? I do have the ability to make copper plate. Do I have the ability to make it in the workshop? I don't think I do, did I? I checked that, and yeah, we do not have the ability to make it in the plate, in copper plate here. That's fine. I do not want to rename that at all. Let's go and manually make it. Let's go and manually make copper ore. There it is. Let's get that all queued up. And once we have got it, we will start making copper plates. How many copper plates did I actually need? I wasn't paying attention when I looked. 15. I mean, it's not a huge amount. There we go. Oh, I tell you what, tell a lie. We get 20 a pop. So that's actually really ridiculously easy for us to do. I'm delighted about that. Happy days. Right, let's get some more iron. God, yeah, I'm really bad at keeping track of resources. There we go. We'll get that. We'll get this researched. We'll get this researched right about now. Beautiful. And that unlocks a mining machine. Negative aesthetic index. Utilize office pollution rate. Module for mining facility. Okay, that's fine. We've unlocked the mining facility. Negative aesthetic index. We've also got a utility connector as well. Okay, let's build the mining machine. Let's see if we can try and mine. Let's see if we can try and mine with the best of them. Right, mining facility. Now, the real question is, where do I place this? The real question is, we've got an iron ore deposit over here. Is that really what I'm gonna go and build? I guess so. Can't build nearby, connect to building. What do we need to do? Can't build nearby, nothing. Build that over there. See if that, yeah, I think that's fixed. That's fixed the situation up a little bit because we've connected it to the main structure. Then we're going to be able to get this in here if, and only if, we get foundation. And we also need to give ourselves a little bit of anti-grav road. I don't know why it needs to be anti-grav road. I have absolutely no idea, but it's anti-gravity nonetheless. So can we get this down here? Mining facility. Thank you. Excellent. Okay, so let's have a little look-see. We need to connect it up to the utility grids. And it's going to be a bit of a journey. There we go. Over there. Okay, I mean, look, it's fine. It works. It will work anyway. What do we need? No service mining facility. Yeah, I know. We're working on it. We can get some stuff to upgrade it here, but I'm not really particularly sure that I'm that bothered about it. Why is this not working? Oh yeah, we need to connect to power with a utility A utility connector. Okay. Well, there we go. Let's get a utility connector on site to see if we can try and fix that. Construction conditions not met. Must be within the highlighted area. That's fine. Let's get some new foundations down over here. And in fact, let's get some support structure in here. Get this all down. Can I demolish that? I have no idea what that building is, but I feel like there's no real reason to keep it. Let's make all of this foundations. Absolutely happy days. Get rid of that. We don't need that. That's fine. Okay, let's see. Let's see what we can do. I need to get the utility connector. Get the utility connector. Let's get it built. Oh, goodness gracious me. Come on. Come on. Come on, video game. We can get there. Okay. What's the issue? Doesn't require foundation for construction. I don't require foundation for construction? Okay, that's fine. What do you need? Mineral deposit. You need to be clearly. You need to be there. Cool. Okay, so that's the mining machine. The wood connector we do not need. And then we just literally do not need foundation for this. So that's fine. Let's just undo that. And we will get the utility connector right over there. The utility connector, it's working. It's literally working. Look at that. Fantastic. Okay, that is great. Transports, it should be a very simple case of exporting to the hub. Boom, we've got that all looking good. We're going to mine that amount of iron ore. That's fantastic. Am I going to need to get another mining facility? I think I am going to need to get another mining facility. We need to go nab a forest somehow, somewhere. This area is pretty good, I suppose. As forests go, it's fine. Although that being said, I don't think I can build out with this zone. So we have to be kind of careful. We have to be kind of careful about where we can and can't build. We could get this forest down here. Is that the best one? Is that really the best one? What's the issue here? Simple workshop has stopped working. What's the issue? What's the concern? Ah, I see. We ran out of iron ore. Well, let's go and mine that out a little bit more. Now, we can't actually get wood from these decorative trees, I believe. We have to get to the forest. We have to get to the forest over here. Right. The real question is how will we cope with the change in elevation? That is going to be the real question. I mean, we could try building out to here. Try building out to here. Let's do it. And then let's see how we handle it. It's a bit challenging to get it down there. Yeah. Is there anything more level for us? I mean, it's level over here. Can we destroy this ground? This whole area, I think, actually counts as forest. Hold up. This entire area counts as forest. Okay, that's kind of unique. Let's get this destroyed. I don't care for this. I don't want to change elevations. I don't want to worry about that. Let's get this over here. Let's get another mining facility. Right in there, which of course we're gonna need foundation for. There we go. Foundation over there. Let's get support structure here. Let's get anti-grav network. Beautiful. Let's get the modules fixed up like so. What's the issue? Doesn't require foundation, doesn't require support structure. Okay, fine. Ditch that. Get rid of it. Utility connector, we'll get that in there, and we'll also get the wood collector, and it looks like the wood collector can go in there like so. Great. Happy days. We need to get it connected up to the grid, which is fine. Remembering that we cannot build underneath foundation, so that's fine. And I think we're looking good as long as we're able to get some export of wood in. And that's working. Okay, inefficient simple workshop. Right. I would wager that the simple workshop just doesn't have enough iron to continuously operate. Tell you what, why don't I stick some of my personal iron into there? What else do we need? Coal? Tell you what, let's set up a transport route. Set up an import route for coal. There we go. Set that up to there, and then we can just add more storage, or more stuff to there. More stuff to there. Yeah, I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that. Cool. Okay. We're going to be mining the raw wood, which is working remarkably well, I would hasten to add. We're mining the raw wood. Let's get that done. Beautiful. And we get a nice little cash bounty as well, which is great. Right, so we have got a research objective here. We've got a research, which sounds like a bit of an oxymoron, but rest assured, it's not. I'm the oxymoron here. Just kidding. Or am I? Let's get basic research done. What do we need to do it? We need to get stone shells. Now, I think stone shells, actually, we can only build in this facility here. So let's go production. Let's get rid of that nonsense, and let's start doing stone shells. What do we need? We need stone, and we also need power. Well, I'm happy to just supply the stone manually. That's not a problem for me to do at all. And then we can also just set up another export routes. Yeah, set up an export routes. Export route, stone shells, back to transport hub. That's fine. In fact, we can even set up an import route. Import route of stone. There we go. Import route stone. That means that I can just add it all in there. And the stack size is really nice in the hub relative to the stack size in the other place. Let's not look at that at the moment. Yeah, it's better. It's better. The stack size is better in the hub than it is in the simple workshop, which is great. That looks really, really good. I am pretty content with that. I think we are going to be manufacturing these, although I also think that our storage is full at the moment. So let's move that over there. Suddenly the stone shells are looking a little bit better. Do I want to pin the storage? No, I don't want to pin the storage. I also don't want to sort it either. But to be fair, I don't really want to go into the whole palaver of what we need. Look, at the end of the day, we're going to be getting our, what are they called? Stone shells. We're going to be getting them. That's fine. It's happening. It's happening at a pretty decent rate, and it's going to be quick enough. It's going to be quick enough in good enough time to make everything work. To make everything work just fine. Stop giving me the tech tree. I need to untoggle that. That is not relevant. Right, so stone shells. We've got 16. Let's get it done. Right, that's going to allow us to unlock the prototype lab production, and it's also going to allow us to unlock the building, unlock a building for the city. That is the research lab. Let's get it researched. Boom. Happy days. Let's have a little look at this building. How big is it? I saw it flashed up there, so it's clearly wanted to build somewhere. I think over here is looking... Yeah, I think that's looking pretty good. I mean, as long as we sort of get a foundation down, I'm kind of happy to see that work. There we go. Will I need any modules for it? I don't think so. Let's get the connections. Brilliant. That looks good. Production prototype lab alloy. Yeah, let's have a little look. Let's see what we need. What do we need? We need stone shells, and we also need wood. Is wood something that we can make at the... Oh, wood is absolutely something that we can make here. What's the ratio? It's 2 to 1. Okay, you know what? That's perfect then. That's perfect. Let's reconfigure this simple workshop. Let's also clean out the storage as well. There we go. Clean out the storage, and let's add wood manually. In fact, I could probably just ditch the iron there now. Add woods. Excellent. And that should... In fact, hold on. I need to change the transport options. There we go. Ditch that. Ditch that. Import woods. Export. What is it? Wood pallets. That's fine. Shouldn't have any issues with this. This should be catered for correctly now. For this thing, we're going to go import. We're going to go stone shells and also wood. Stone shells and wood. We're going to export prototype lab alloy. Excellent. And the production should pretty much just start, I think. I don't foresee any issues. It's probably going to take a little bit of time for the wooden crates to make their way through, but once they do, I'm sure it'll start working at absolutely the correct rate. Science tier 1, yeah, we're gonna be doing some research. Don't you worry about that. But let's get the production started. Why is this not? Have I set up an export? I did set up an export. Yeah, set up an export to the hub. Do we maybe not have storage in the hub? We absolutely do. Okay, well, you know what? I will manually... There we go. I will manually transfer things across because clearly that's taking far too long. What's the issue with this? There's no issues. There's no issues on any front, so that is great. Yeah, I think this is... I think this is all good. It's all good. I think we're happy. Yep. Nothing to complain about. Nothing to complain about. Very, very nice indeed. Okay, so we're already producing a whole bunch of these things, which is great. I'm happy with that. Let's continue to push it. Continue to push it. Do I need anything else? I don't need anything else. I really do not need anything else at all. Everything is looking great. Now, there are a couple of other things to mention with regards to this game. There is the main controller, which is an interface that explains how many buildings can be managed at the same time. It's flippin' wild. I'll tell you that for free. There's also the gravity engine, which determines how much weight cumulatively can be upheld by, by I guess these little propeller engine things. Although I don't know what this is. I don't know what that is. Anyway, sure, I'm sure it probably doesn't matter that much. But the point is that we are floating on a literal floating platform, and clearly there is some magical technology that keeps us afloat above the clouds. So that's kind of cool. Anyway, can we get this done, please? Can we get this done? How are we doing? We got five prototype alloys. We've actually got 10 produced, which means that we must have another 5 in storage over there. I think production is happening at a very, very decent rate. It's just a matter of time. What is that? 11, 12. Cool. I would like to get an upgrade to this building, but what do we need? Iron gears, and we need way more wood. Yeah, I mean, look, we're at the very, very bottom end of what is technically possible at this moment in time, which is fine. I also need to bear in mind that we do actually require more workers. That is a consideration that we need to bear in mind. It doesn't particularly matter in the grand context of things right now, but it's fine. So, we can also level up our city. We can get a whole bunch of achievements, which apparently is something that we can do. But we can also spend trait points, I think is what they're called. And that will increase our population growth rate, or we can do spick and span, +2 maintenance credits reduction, -2 heavy industries speed. Let's go for industrialization. Sure, let's spend a point on industrialization. Spend a point on spick and span. What on earth that means, I have absolutely no idea. That's us done with the R&D research, which is kind of great. Right? Oh, we get to choose our reward. I've clicked it twice. I've opened it twice. I'll take that. Excellent. Happy days. And now we need to do research advanced, artificial ecosystem. Which I think we should be able to do relatively easily, right? What do we need? 200 dirt and 10 saplings. I know for a fact we do have both. So let's do it. And then let's see if we can try and build some trees. I would very, very much value the opportunity to build some trees. Whether or not we have the capability to do that without, additional saplings. Additional saplings, which we can manufacture, and we will manufacture in the... whatever this place is called, the rice farm. What's the issue here? We need dirt? Oh, now you're testing me. Yeah, we need to go and mine this area. Soil grassland. And then we need to manually add... We need to manually add import dirt. Cool. Export rice. Export saplings too. And we will also add... Sure. Add a whole bunch. I don't actually know if we can mine... Or are we full here? Yeah, we're full. That's somewhat of a problem. Wasn't really anticipating that happening as quickly as it did. Let's add the rest of the coal into here. Sure, that frees up a little bit of space. Are we getting saplings yet? Presumably we are. Yeah, we absolutely are. Let's yoink them out of there for now. And then let's see if we can try and get our next tree. We need 15 saplings, and I'm missing five saplings. Okay. Come on. Do I really, do I really care about rice in the grand scheme of things? I'm not really sure that I do, you know? I'm not really sure that I do. Maybe we just ditch rice. Ditch rice and get more sapling production. Add that there. And we get a tree. Sure. We build a tree there. I mean, I don't know why we have this objective to build artificial trees. I mean, presumably to bring down the population in some, meaningful or non-meaningful sense. Will it make a difference on a platform that is literally floating in space using anti-gravity devices? Seems kind of irrelevant, but maybe I'm just not, a super hyped up, was it biologist, ecologist? Clearly, I don't know what I'm talking about. 25 saplings there. 15 saplings here. Yank that out of there. Should be able to just place down 1, 2, 3, and what do we need? 15 saplings. Come on, potato. They're there. They're all there. Well, most of them are there. There we go. Knew it. Yank them out of there. Yank those out of there, and we'll get them down. Beautiful. Excellent. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. We will process that. We will collect our coinage. Advanced researching, laboratory storage, advanced lab. I'm afraid you're going to have to imagine that, ladies and gentlemen. This is complex sky. Complex, I think, is a bit of an understatement. Over-complex sky, perhaps? I don't know. Either way, I'm really interested to see where this game goes. I think at the moment, the major turnoff for me is the UI. It's very, very complicated. It's very overly complicated, I would say. And it doesn't need to be. But the foundation, I think, is very, very interesting. It's very strong. The setting is very unique, and the way that it plays is kind of rad. I kind of dig it. I really want to see more. But the UI, I feel, is a little bit clunky. But that's just my 2 cents. I would advise you checking out the demo for this game, if indeed you are interested in what you have seen here. But for now, and for me, ladies and gentlemen, thank you ever so much for watching. Check out the Patreon if you're interested in helping make videos like this possible. But for now and for me, I'll see you next time. Bye.